Far away in central part of Japan lies one of the most beautiful natural sites in country. Welcome to Kamikochi, one of the Japan's most breathtaking natural landscapes. Nestled deep within northern Japanese Alps, this highland valley is paradise to crystal clear lakes, pristine rivers, and towering volcanic peaks with beautiful forests. In autumn, the riverbank glows with golden yellow birch and larch trees, creating a spectacular contrast against the rugged mountains. The water is so clear that you can see a fish playing around, and the view looks simply stunning. Kamikochi is famously protected and access is limited. You can only reach it by reserved bus or taxi, and only after the snow has melted and seasonal road reopens. This careful preservation keeps the valley serene and has been a very popular destination throughout Japan. So if you are looking for a place where nature feels untouched and every corner invites you to pause, Kamikochi is a perfect place to travel in Japan. Kamikochi is a beautiful mountain valley located 1500 meters above sea level in Nagano Prefecture in central Japan. The name Kamikochi means the place where gods descend, which makes this area feel sacred and special. It is a very popular destination for both day hikes and multi-day treks, and has been very famous for its crystal clear Azusa River, stunning mountain peaks like Mount Hotaka, and untouched natural beauty. Most of the popular sightseeing spots are located along the river and can be reached within a few kilometers of walking from main visitor center or parking area. To the north, you will find famous Kappabashi Bridge, Dakesawa Marsh, and Myojinike Pond. Whereas to the south of visitor center lies a series of hiking trail which leads to one of the most beautiful lake in Kamikochi called Taisho Ike. But no matter which direction you choose, you will walk alongside clear water of river, surrounded by beautiful mountains and colorful trees. And today we're gonna explore all of these amazing places in this video. But first of all, let's talk about transportation and accommodation option in Kamikochi. Kamikochi is a private car-free zone, which means you can only reach it by public bus or taxi. However, the return journey from Kamikochi is reservation only, which means it is almost impossible to travel without booking in advance, no matter which city you are coming from. Reserve bus services are reliable and affordable, while taxis are super expensive. That's why almost all visitors travel by a bus then a taxi. Direct buses operate from major cities like Tokyo, Nagoya, and Osaka, and another option is to take a train from nearby city like Matsumoto or Takayama, then transfer to a reserved bus for a final part of the journey. But for this trip we start our journey from Matsumoto, as we are already there to explore Narazuki and Matsumoto Castle, which I have covered in separate video and you can find in the top right corner. And after finishing our day trip today, we will be continuing our trip to Kyoto in a reserved bus. Alright, good morning everyone. So today we are heading to Kamikochi, which is roughly 2-hour train and bus ride from Matsumoto. Right now we are in Matsumoto at the moment. We just had a bread and coffee and our train will depart at 7 o'clock for Shinshimashima station, and after that we'll be catching a bus. We brought our ticket at Matsumoto station and traveled towards Shinshimashima station. The ticket cost 710 yen, and it is important to carry a cash because the card like Suica and Pasmo as well as debit card is not accepted in Kamikochi. We took a Alpico highland train from Matsumoto, which is the only train available, and start traveling towards Shinshimashima station. Even though it's just morning, the train is very crowded and we are unable to take any videos and pictures in train. And after riding for another 30 minutes, we reach Shinshimashima station. Alright guys, so finally here we are in Shinshimashima station. There are a lot of people here. It takes roughly half an hour to come by train, but from here we need to catch a bus. Usually it's always good to reserve a seat in advance, but also looks like you can buy a ticket here. I'm not exactly sure. It takes roughly 1 hour bus drive from here to Kamikochi. Weather doesn't look that great today. It's a bit cloudy, but let's see how it goes.
ご注意ください。また、お降りの際は事故防止のため。
As soon as we leave the bus station, the misty hills rise around us and many small villages appear along the road. The highway follows Azusa River, and because this area has so much water, we pass through several hydroelectric plants, something I have never expected to see in this journey. There are also many bridges and tunnels under construction, and in many places the roads are very small, so the vehicle have to wait for a traffic coming from opposite direction. We cross ridges, dense forest, many tunnels and deep gorges, and after traveling for 1.5 hours, we finally arrive the valley. Almost all facilities like bus parking, visitor center, toilet and luggage storage are located in same place, and the bus parking here is one of the most beautiful I have ever seen, along with rugged mountains and colorful trees. Alright, so finally here we are in Kamikochi bus terminal. So these bus, they are all reserved bus, so we need to book a ticket in advance, so which will be very easy for us later. There are also few cafes here, information center. Also there are a bus which goes to Osaka from here. So our plan today is to travel, hike both way around, and then we'll head to Osaka later. So looks like it's gonna be a very exciting day today. Let's go! One thing that is completely new for me while traveling Japan is the luggage storage facility. No matter which place you go, there is a luggage storage facility with a small amount of fee, and Kamikochi is no exception. The storage area is located just next to bus station, and the cost for it depends on size of your bag and the duration of time you want to put it there.
5 p.m. はい。はい、いってらっしゃい。
ありがとうございます。Alright, so finally we are starting our hiking trail after a breakfast. So right now we are here in a Kamikochi terminal. There are usually two hiking routes. The one goes south to Taisho Pond, and another one goes to Myojinike Pond. First of all, we're gonna go to Myojinike. Myojinike area also have a big like a higher cliffs, like a mountain, which also shows you a beautiful foliage of trees. And then after that we'll come back to here, and then again we'll go down to Taisho. After a short walking distance, we reach Azusa River, and our hiking trip officially starts from here. Alright, so first stop is none other than Kappabashi Bridge. Have a look behind me. Looks like the sun will come later, I'm not sure, but on the top of that Kappabashi Bridge, the mountain looks absolutely amazing with all these foliage. The sun just hit in that part of hills, or let's say mountain, and the color reflection is amazing. We continue our journey towards north, and soon the trail leads us through a lush green forest. This area is home to black bear, and many bear bale can be seen in the trail. As well as many hikers also carry a small bell, and their sound can be heard throughout the day. After walking for a while, the landscape opened up with even more beautiful view of rivers and the mountain ahead. Alright, so hiking trail is still going on, but after walking for roughly 1 hour, we can see a beautiful mountain behind me. It looks like the trees are changing a color. There are a few red trees, I don't know what is the name, but there are also a few orange and yellow colored trees. All the leaves are changing a color, and also there are a few monkeys in a river. After about 20 more minutes of walking, we arrive at Myojinkan, a small but very popular ryokan in Kamikochi. Alright guys, without saying anything, just have a look at the view behind. It's absolutely beautiful. And weather, yes, weather is amazing. Looks like this is a recently made bridge. I'm not exactly sure what is the name, but the water it's like crystal clear. It's really beautiful. And there are not many people here like the Kappabashi Bridge. Soon we reach the entrance point of Myojinike and Hotaka shrine. To enter the pond area, we need to pay 500 yen per person, something many visitors doesn't seem to know at first. Alright, so finally here we are in Myojinike. We need to buy ticket, which is 500 yen. As there is a shrine just next to the jetty. The jetty is very small, but it looks really beautiful, and everybody is just taking a picture, coming back and going somewhere else. At the time, I didn't know much about this place, so we simply followed the crowd and offered our prayers. But later I learned that this is one of the most important Shinto shrine, especially for Ozumi people. It is believed to be a boundary between world of humans and the world of gods, giving it a deep spiritual meaning. The entire area feels pristine and peaceful and beautifully preserved, and even though thousands of visitors visit this place every day, everything is well managed and the surrounding remains clean and untouched. Okay, so finally here we are in Myojinike pond after walking for roughly 2 hours from Kappabashi. So first of all, when you enter, you have to pay 500 yen, and then as soon as you enter, there is a Hotaka shrine. So you go and pray there. You have to be in the queue for a little bit of time. But after that, there is a broad way which will take you to different parts of pond. It's not that big, but every part it looks really beautiful at this moment. And just behind us, the tall mountain we used to see from morning. It's called Myojinike mountain. We stayed there for a while and returned back to Kappabashi Bridge, walking through another side of trail in a river bank. The water in this whole area is incredibly clear, and at one point we could even see a fish swimming right next to a hiking trail in a small pond. After walking for another 30 minutes, we arrive at Dakesawa Marsh, which is also very popular for taking pictures and is a nice place to pause for a quick break before continuing on a trail. Alright, just have a look at the maple trees just next to the water. They look really beautiful. I was a bit confused before whether it was maple or not. I think it's the same tree up there in the mountain that we saw this morning. But all these trees, as they are gradually changing a color, they look really beautiful. It's not all maple, but when there are a few trees in between the yellow trees, let's say, they look really beautiful. We continued our walk and soon reached the northern side of Kappabashi Bridge. As the weather is stunningly clear today, this place offers one of the most beautiful natural views in whole of Japan. There were so many people taking pictures and enjoying the beautiful nature around them. By then it was already 1:42 PM and we are getting hungry. But all the restaurant and cafe we see have a long queue of people. So we ate some fruits we had with us and quickly started to walk south towards Taisho Ike. Okay, so it's already 2 o'clock and we just crossed the Kappabashi Bridge. We have a bus to Osaka at 4 o'clock from terminal. So we're just in a hurry, trying to go Taisho Pond as fast as possible and come back. It is roughly like 3.5 kilometers from Kappabashi. Almost same like a Myojinike pond, but people say it's also very beautiful. So let's go there. The southern part of hiking trail was just as beautiful, and the hiking trail followed the river and we have to cross it again. After a while, this part of trail goes little bit further away from Osaka river, but it still have beautiful mountain in other side of the hiking trail. We picked up a pace, hurried along the path and finally arrived at Taisho Ike. Taisho Ike or Taisho Pond. Located on southern part of valley, it still reflects the Hotaka mountains in front and is much bigger than Myojinike. It was created back in 1950s when the nearby volcano Mount Yakadake erupted and blocked the Osaka. It has been used for a hydroelectricity and marshland is full of docks and submerged old trees and plants. As the sunlight from the west hit the water, the whole place looks incredibly beautiful. It's already late afternoon, so there are not many people here, and we also start rushing back to bus station. The weather in the afternoon became a bit warmer, but as sun dropped to a horizon, I feel like it was not enough time for us to explore and enjoy everything in Kamikochi. Still, with these all amazing places, beautiful autumn trees, and stunning Osaka river make this journey very pleasant. We returned back to bus station and have some food and started to travel south towards Osaka. As expected, the landscape is stunningly beautiful throughout the journey, and as day finally ended, we still have a long way to go.